Couple of days, the defense had to kind of rule the way on this road trip. How impressed were you with the group tonight?
Well, you know what? We hung together and we did what we had to do. We made a couple mistakes on the 6-on-5, but I thought for the most part, the third period, we were pretty good at defending the lead.
And Devin Dubnyk looked like the Devin Dubnyk of old.
Yeah, and that was I think it was an important game for him because it could have went south. When the first shot in net goes in, you know, everybody's looking to the stars, but he hung in there, and mental toughness tonight for him, I think, battled his way through.
What did you guys expose in those power play situations? That was a big difference in the hockey game.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to think here now. I mean, in the 5-on-3, I think their goalie just missed it, quite frankly. You know, I mean, but Granlund's such a good passer that Zuck finally got a hold of it. Like, I mean, he's had 10 chances at that, and he finally got all of it, and it went in. And the first one was just we didn't expose anything, we just did what we were supposed to do. And Zach is so good at tipping the puck in front of the net that he tipped it. So, but more importantly, I mean, there's games during the course of the season, and you talk about it all the time, the special teams have got to win you the games. And we didn't have any luck 5-on-5, even though I thought we controlled the play in their zone. But the special teams won us the game. They were 0 for 3 on the PP, and we were 3 for 3. So that was the game right there.
Jordan Greenway didn't show up on the score sheet, but it looked like he made an impact on this game almost every shift.
He was the best player on the ice for both teams, I thought. And if he can continue to play, that's 2 games in a row. I thought he's been a man amongst boys, and if he can continue to do that, he's going to get a lot more points. I mean, he could have had 3 or 4 himself tonight, and that's the reason he was on the ice at the end of the game, because of the way he worked during his body of work during the course of the game.
Do you think the next step for that line is just going to the net more and getting, they cycle the puck like madmen? But
we talked about that in the second period. That, I mean, I thought all 3 were really good tonight, but at some point you've got to take the puck to the net, and so you can cycle once, maybe cycle twice, and then I said this in between periods, and I think the first shift Greener took the puck to the net twice right away, and he should have scored on one of them, but he didn't.
When Pettersson, almost exactly like the game last time here, has that blocks a shot and goes for a breakaway, and this time you get the save. Did you feel that was a pretty good omen there?
I wasn't thinking of it as an omen. I was too upset that the shot was blocked. I mean, it was, other than the fact of him going down the middle of the ice and the boards, it was a very similar play. And, I mean, we got a break there, and Doobie made a good save, and I think it added to his confidence. And, when it doesn't happen, you can go down the bench and tell the D that we're not getting anything blocked the rest of the game. So instead of trying to shoot at the net, let's just get it behind the net unless you've got a clear shot.
To see Doobie come up that way in the third period tonight, it's got to be a pretty good sign of just the way that things have gone lately.
Yeah, I think this was... we talked about in between periods that, you've been waiting for 2 weeks to make amends for 2 rotten weeks of coming to the rink every day, and we could do it in 1 period. And Doobie, notwithstanding, was one that probably wanted to make the biggest amends, and he did. When you're struggling, quite frankly, in the third period, and you've let games slip away, you usually play a little back a little bit, and don't force it as much, but you got to get that win to feel the confidence going into the next game.
After Columbus, you were talking about winning some gritty games and not being too cute. Is this kind of the style of game that you like?
This is the kind of games you have to win on the road. I mean, Calgary only got 9 tonight, so we'll have to be pretty good defensively as well next night against them.
Is that just it, Bruce? You get on the road, you have to simplify it. Like, why is success, come pretty regular?
Well, you have to simplify it. I mean, if you make this game complicated, then I think you're in trouble. So, simplifying the game and doing those little things right are going to gain you success.
How do you feel about the way Matt Dumba is contributing offensively and physically right now?
Well, he's leading the league in scoring from the defense, so I feel good about that. again tonight. I thought this was one of his better games as of late. So he's an all-star defenseman. So we expect him to play like one.